What's up, YouTube? Son of Ares in another Total War Warhammer online battle. Now this is going to be a massive 3-on-3. On one side, we've got Bordello, we've got the Dwarves, and we've got the Empire. I'm playing as the Empire, leading with an arc lecture, and then with Bordello we have Albric Bordello with a Damsel of Life. For the dwarves, we have a rune lord, a thane, and then a rune smith right here. And then on the other side, we have two armies of dwarves led by Grombindle and a thane up front, and then this one has Grombindle again with a rune smith. And then a vampire player being led by a banshee and and Vlad von Karstein right here. These two dwarves have taken advantage of the field in front of them. It is a very flat map, and so they have gone cannon spam. So there's just a line of three long beards and 5 cannons with a defensive geometry and a flame cannon in the back. And then this dwarf, again, 5 cannons with long beards in this weird, they're all facing outward, so this weird U-shaped formation. With long beards on the flank, iron breakers, and thunderers, and again on the other flank. Then for the vampires, we have a line of 4 zombies with the tide zombies in the middle, the banshee, then 3 graveguard with great weapons, and then the sternsman, 2 cryptors, a necromancer as well, the upgraded Vargeist, 2 Vargwolves, and then 2 blood knights. For myself, I went with I didn't get any handgunners for skirmishers because I was kind of thinking that they would expect that, especially the vampires. So I went more mobile. So I did 2 regular outriders, 2 outriders with handgunners, or with hand grenades, then the royal out-off griffites with halberds, and 2 more griffites with halberds. Then I went a line of 5 great swords with 2 halberds on the flanks, 2 flagellants to protect my mortar, and then a bright wizard and a light wizard. For the dwarf, he has a line of long beards with great weapons in the back, and then iron drakes and hammers in the back with some slayers. Bordello has a line of spearmen at arms, a line of fire arrows, probably expecting the vampires on his side, but that's not going to be the case, so that's not going to do him very good. And then 4 battle pilgrims, blessed trebuchet, 2 questing knights, and 3 grail knights. So I'll play this, and we'll just watch it and see how it unfolds. So immediately, we'll bring this back up. Immediately the cannons start just unleashing. Oh yeah, apparently this dwarf has some cannons too. Start unleashing. They just start targeting my mortars, especially. They just get destroyed by all these cannons. We're pretty much immediately forced. Oh, apparently there's a goblopper up here as well. And my mortar is pretty much trashed at this point. And another one's destroyed. Now there's only 1 left, I'm pretty sure. Then those cannons are now taking out this goblobber. my mortar retreats. We're all forced to go forward and engage. Now these cannons are going to have a heyday with these knights. Cav just don't like cannon fire whatsoever, and they are just being murdered out here. You know, half health on pretty much both questing knights already. I mean, the grill knights are doing okay, but these questing knights are just shredded so far. Green knight just sitting here. Personally, I think he should have just went ahead and charged in, tried to start disrupting these cannons, but he's just sitting here. Blessed Field Trebuchet is trying to do what he can. I saw all these cannons, so I thought, I might as well try to do some damage with my cav. But I wasn't quite paying attention. They started shooting these iron drakes, which they would have done pretty. They're dealing some okay damage up here. There's some grenade launchers, but then they start taking fire from thunders, and yep. Dealing some more grenade launchers, but then they start taking some cannon fire, and my grenade launchers start just getting killed instantly, just hammered instantly. And they just completely rout off the field with a couple. I start going forward, but then I'm like, well, if I attack the dwarf army, then I'm going to be completely exposed by my flank. So that's not going to work, so I start realigning myself, all the while taking cannon fire. It is just insane, the cannon fire. It's kind of weird. The dwarf and Bordello army seems like they're trying to single out this, which if I would have been able to see that, I think I would have kept retreating backwards, because then they could have singled out this dwarf army. And we probably could have been able to take him out fairly easily. Bordello or Albrecht's trying to take out the Thunders. Very good idea. He was able to at least break one at the moment. One's already half health. I think he's not trying to get out of there. He did a flash bomb, so his speed is really, really low now. These dwarves are getting hammered by satchel charges. Goblobber still throwing. These questing knights charged in, but went out instantly. Flame cannon. Sorry. Flame cannon trying to deal some damage. Bordello really trying to charge in there, seems like, but they left their pox arrows behind. I have engaged the enemy cav with mine against Varg Wolves, Blood Knights, Vargeist. I start sending in my halberdiers for support. I had these guys in a group, hard group, so they started attacking kind of everyone else. Saw the Klav Nagesh kind of out here exposed, so I started shooting him with my leftover outriders. Should have done this earlier, but just now got a net in, so he couldn't go anywhere. Again, trying to take down the Klav Nagesh. Then I see this kind of short little blob right here. So I do this, I don't really use vortex spells, but I thought might as well use it. Hasn't dealt any damage. Kind of chasing these Sternsmen. Hasn't done anything to Vlad at all, even though he was in the middle of it. Crypt Horse charging into halberdiers. Not exactly the best idea, but my halberders didn't get any kind of a charge. Clav Nagesh down to half health. Blood Knights, both his Blood Knights have been now dealt with. This one's at 12, gonna die soon. Now his Vargeists are going after my Outriders. Very good idea for him. I left my leader in the back here. This Borderable player, their defensive geometries really kind of falling apart, but Albrick I soon got into too much trouble, and now he's broken, so that's going to hurt their leadership. Can't exactly tell what's going on here because it's dwarves on dwarves. Some thunders firing away still, some cannons still firing away. Fire arrows finally moving in. Yeah, this cannon's here. Banshee's chasing off my light wizard. Now my Outriders are in trouble. They've raised up some zombies. Good idea. I'm trying to take out these Cryptors. Dragonback Slayers against the Claw of Nagesh. Now it's crumbling. I have my Arc Ledger here. I should have done some of his abilities that he had. No, wrong button. I then do a bombardment spell trying to deal damage against Vlad because he just hasn't been dealt anything at all. And that wasn't successful whatsoever. I have my Demigriff Knights just sitting here. I should have sent him. As soon as I see that, I should have sent him to the Necromancer. Necromancer dropped some zombies here. So I noticed it way too late. At this point, my leadership line is being... My sword's line is now faltering, probably because Claw of Nagesh is still in play here. And then that leaves my leader pretty much... I do all my spells really all too late at all. Zero effectiveness whatsoever. This is like my second time playing as the Empire. So... yeah, didn't do that well. This Bordeaux player, he's pretty much done with. This Dwarf player, I think he's still going strong a little bit. I mean, I still see a lot of his units, but his Thane's given up. Runesmith's gonna be the last one, and after that, my army's pretty much screwed. I have this one greatsword right here, who hasn't been affected. He's at quarter health, but that hasn't been affected by the Mortis engine at all. So now he will be, now that it comes into play. Send in my Bright Wizard because I don't really know what else to do here. Now my leader's being ganged up by all these guys. Trying to send in support with the Halberdiers. Again, my Outriders being chased off by the Vargeist. Send in this Demigriff Knight right here. So, gonna kind of try to sacrifice my Outriders and charge in my, at least that the plan was to charge in my Demigriff Knights. But my clicks were somewhere else when that happened. Whole army kind of starts falling down. And pretty much already fell. I mean, I've only got a handful of guys left. All the while, my mortar crew is just sitting back here with nothing to do because mortars are completely destroyed. So yeah, my plan right there, I failed to click, and Outriders completely routed out of there. Again, my Griffards are trying to take out the Claw of Nagesh and just unable to do so. I might have finally taken it out this time, but at this point it's way too late. I have nothing left. Yeah, see, it was finally taken out, but it's done its job. It's taken out my whole infantry line, and yeah, at this point everything just a massive rout because of army losses. Well, thanks everyone for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. If you want to send me videos, go ahead and do so. Sorry. Son of Aries, signing off.